Welcome to the Florida Oral Health Alliance. Simply put, we're a coalition of Floridians who recognize how important good oral health is to having healthy communities. And we're working to make sure that everyone has the opportunity to achieve that. Thank you for your interest in the Alliance, and we hope that by the end you'll consider joining. My name is Scott Darius, and I'm the Executive Director of Florida Voices for Health. We're a statewide health advocacy organization focused on increasing access to healthcare for low and middle income Floridians. We're fortunate to help to get the lead a few issue-based coalitions, including in the effort for Medicaid expansion, but oral health has long been one of our priorities. We continue to work on passing a comprehensive adult dental benefit in Medicaid and improving access to care for Floridians with disabilities on top of our work to close the coverage gap. So we're really excited to take on the work of the Florida Oral Health Alliance as well. As longtime members of the Alliance, we're excited to have the opportunity to continue the good work that we've done together in the past. In recent times, the Alliance has produced a few key pieces of research highlighting the oral health needs that exist and the barriers in our systems here in Florida that perpetuate them. In our recently released 2022 Florida Oral Health Report, it's an analysis of a series of roundtables that we held earlier this year with oral health stakeholders from across the state. The special needs issue brief highlights some of the specific challenges faced by parents of children with special needs in obtaining care. Finally, the consumer engagement report that you see here, it's a very comprehensive look at how patients and people who use our healthcare system are experiencing it. So I'd encourage you all to check them out as you start to think more about how you can be involved with the Alliance. And now as the Alliance pivots towards action and systems change, it's, I think, important to highlight the work that we've done in that space in the past. In 2021, we visited the Florida Capitol, and together with the Oral Health Equity and Progress Network, members took part in a visit to congressional offices in Washington, D.C. in 2020. It was those experiences that have led us to this place of really a renewed focus for the Alliance. With the collective knowledge between us and the impact that some of our members are currently having in their own communities, our mission is now to tie this all together. As an Alliance, we're committed to working together to improve outcomes for all Floridians, but especially those in communities facing high disparities. We'll do this not only by directly helping individuals, but also changing the systems whose barriers stand in the way of good oral health. We also recognize that solving the issues of oral health in Florida won't be easy. There's a lot of them with many intersections and a lot of different systems at play. Tackling any one of them is going to take an approach that's just as comprehensive as the problems themselves. Moving forward, the Alliance is focused on having impact on Florida's oral health system in three ways. First, through policy advocacy, we hope to pass legislation that increases access and improves quality. And in an effort to improve outcomes, we'll also focus on building systems and partnerships to increase the sharing of best practices among providers. Finally, we'll look to empower Floridian consumers and patients by building out a campaign to reach and educate community members, especially those in low income and underserved communities. You might be asking yourself, am I the right fit for the Alliance? And chances are that the answer is resoundingly yes. We're hoping to build a broad coalition with a lot of different voices and perspectives at the table. So as long as you're committed to working with others to make the change that's needed, we're more than happy to have you. Our coalition currently includes individual providers, members from community-based organizations and nonprofits, volunteers and employees with different advocacy organizations, and even just some people from the communities who have stories to share. So really, all are invited. Now, this slide is meant to give you just a quick sense of who's in the coalition already. We're fortunate to be joined by a lot of different people, including folks from the State Health Agency, down to reps from community health centers, all the way to individual providers and patients who are just hoping to improve the system for the people that they care about. We hope that you'll consider joining us. Now, if you're wondering what it means to be a part of the Alliance, the bottom line is that it means you're a part of a functioning team. As we develop our strategic plans, members will be asked how they think they can help, and even if in a very minor support role. We think that everyone has something to offer, and all of that counts. We hope that being a part of the coalition is also beneficial to you. This is a space for you to learn about the good work that's happening around the state, to find new partnerships, and learn best practices. So now that you're all in and you can't wait to be a part of the Alliance, what happens next? If you would like to be a part of this project, we encourage you to officially join by visiting the link here on the screen. The form is really easy and it gives us a sense of how you'd like to be involved. Now, once you're signed up, you'll hear from someone from Florida Voices for Health. It'll very likely be our Oral Health Coalition Manager, Dr. Geraldine Edry. She'll share a little bit about some upcoming opportunities to get involved and invite you to connect with her on phone or Zoom to share more about your work and how the Alliance might be helpful to you. And I hate to sound like I'm selling a timeshare, but it really is that simple. Now, once you're on board, you'll be invited to join a couple of upcoming meetings with the Alliance. On December 5th, we'll have our last general meeting of the year. This will be a chance to meet everyone and to hear final details about the next thing on our calendar, which is our in-person meeting. In January, we hope to gather in Orlando or Tampa to strategic plan as a group about the work in our 3 priority areas. We'll share details in the coming weeks, but again, this will be a great chance to engage with the whole Alliance. And finally, the Alliance will be meeting bi-monthly in 2023. The meetings will be on the first Thursday of that month. Now, once you join the Alliance, you'll receive a calendar invite and have that to look at. And that's us, the Florida Oral Health Alliance. We hope that you've heard enough today to consider joining us officially. And in the meantime, we look forward to hearing from you. Please feel free to reach out with any thoughts or questions.